Welcome back to another video game music review, and the game I'm going to be talking about is actually a continuation for the Metal Gear Solid saga, Metal Gear VR Mission. Metal Gear Solid is pretty much a bridge between Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 2. This is pretty much a extension of the original Metal Gear Solid game, and the reason why I consider it as an extension and not much of a direct sequel to it is because this one was actually based on a VR mission that you play as an extra feature in the Metal Gear Solid game. As you guys remember, those who have played the game and love the game, there was actually that feature where you actually do special missions where you have to either sneak to point A from one point to another, or basically kill your enemies at a certain amount of time. And these games were pretty much given to us, but not in a very large range. They had a very small limit of stages. The VR Mission Metal Gear game itself actually have those stages and much more, which made the experience pretty much quite interesting. This is a game that I don't think had many good reviews. I think this was something that people were like, okay, this is okay, but where's the second Metal Gear Solid game? They really wanted to play that. This ironically was the last Metal Gear to be on the original PlayStation, and I think that was the whole key, just to hold you over until PlayStation 2 comes along, and then you can just play their experience from that console. But for the most part, was the game good, and was the music good? Well, to me, it goes like this. As a puzzle game, it was okay. I actually enjoyed playing it. I don't regret it. I had it. It was actually, I got it for dirt cheap. It was pretty much a used game console for a little over $7, and which I kind of regretted because when they were still selling the game, it was actually $12, so I could have actually got it new. And surprisingly, I don't think this game is in print anymore. This game is pretty much got out of print very quickly. But for those who did want to play it, they had a whole bunch of used copies, and I think that's because it is not what a lot of the diehard Metal Gear fans have really hoped for. Overall, I did like the stages, I did like the puzzles, and they were more harder than I actually give it credit for. A lot harder than I give it credit for. But the most part is I did enjoy playing the game. But yeah, I was like everybody else. I was actually looking forward for the second one. I was waiting for it. I was like, what taking so long? Come on, man. This is what we was waiting for. The ending already hinted there was another Metal Gear coming out. So why are you wasting our time? Give us the Metal Gear 2 that we've been waiting for. But overall, it's a fairly decent hold up to the true sequel, which was Sons of Liberty, which I will be talking in the near future. As for the music, it's kind of funny because the music is actually, in my opinion, one of the main themes of the Metal Gear saga, and that is the beginning theme, which wasn't in Metal Gear 1, but actually was more in tune with the orchestration of Metal Gear 2, Sons of Liberty, and that is the main theme where you hear before you play the game. And I actually like this theme a lot. I actually like this theme very much because it really gets you pumped up for the adventure that you're about to face. It's a very good theme, and probably one of the only memorable themes in Metal Gear VR Mission, because of the simple fact is once you play it, it has the other songs that pretty much is the sneaky song that you hear a lot of times. They actually had a little nice beat to it, but it's not something that I actually grab hold of. It's not something that you keep that mental state in mind that yeah, this song is memorable. No, the beginning theme of Metal Gear VR Mission is memorable, and it's not an old. It really is an old theme, but they made it a way where it's actually new, the same way as Metal Gear 2 did. Only they did it in a way which, well, I'm gonna have to talk about it in that review. But nevertheless, it is something that I actually like. I actually was very pumped up for, and especially how they did the beginning theme, where you notice that yeah, this is going to be a VR mission. Especially how the ending was when Maylene was taking pictures, and it basically now you be careful, Snake, and then you go to your stage. Again, this is a game that is pretty much a tie-in. It's pretty much a connection, an extension towards Metal Gear Solid. it's not. I don't consider it as a main sequel, but it is something that pretty much is a hold up for the next game. It's good, but it's not something I will basically you know recommend just anyone. Oh, those who like puzzle games, this is something that I will recommend. Those who really want an action adventure game, I say stay clear from it because you probably will be the more disappointed in how this game was represented. Soundtrack, however, one song in there, the beginning song, which actually was the catalyst for the next game that would come. I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the beats. I did enjoy the lyrics. But that's pretty much it. Everything else in terms of the theme, I really didn't care for too much. It just wasn't that memorable. So that's my take on the video game music review of Metal Gear Solid VR Mission. If you guys have played it, let me know what you think about it. If you guys liked the music or didn't like the music, let me know why. But until then, this is J77 saying take care, be safe. I'll talk to you soon.